chapter is 4, which is Newtonian mechanics, Bangladesh NCTB intermediate level. Anyway, today I'm going to show you a web page where you will find 4 particular apps. The first app is about banked road, which are officially banked by the authority, and the second type is inclination plus friction, static friction coefficient. Okay, in this case there is no built-in tilting or banking. The vehicle, which is supposed to be a two-wheeler like a motorcycle or simply a bicycle, that is going to incline with the vertical plane so that it gets some centripetal force. Okay, the third topic is, suppose you have tied something with a rope and you are spinning it in a horizontal circle, and this time the centripetal force is supposed to be fixed every moment. And number 4 is vertical circle. In this case, since the tension of the string is changing all the time, the tension is maximum when is the object is at the lowermost position, and the tension is minimum when the object is at uppermost position. So in this case, I guess the centripetal force is not the same, which is why this case is different from case 3. So we shall deal with a few problems, and I'm going to take a page from a textbook, the Panjali Publications Physics Past Paper book. I already have tested the apps with these math problems, and I have found that they have done some math in the wrong way. They have provided the wrong answer. That's what it is. So first of all, look at this problem number 25. At what speed should a cyclist travel in a circular path of radius 100 meter so that he is inclined at 30 degree with the vertical plane? Okay, so what are the information? First of all, the radius is 100 meter and angle is 30 degree. It is type 2. Okay, let's go there. So the radius is 100 meter and the angle is 30 degree. So if I press the find missing quantities, you get to see that the velocity is 23.7866 for this particular inclination of 30 degree, but they have written 16.87 something, so they have got it wrong. Okay, let's try another math. This one, its type is not identified yet. I did not mark it anyway, but the answer is wrong again. So this one came into the Kuwait admission test 0708, and the previous one, it is, I don't know where they got it from, but they got it the answer wrong. Okay, let's read the question. A 0.5 kg object is being rotated in a circular path. It is tied with a 0.5 meter long thread. If the object rotates 40 times a minute, determine the angular momentum. If you want to find centripetal force or angular momentum, you will have to follow horizontal circle or horizontal motion, because in the vertical motion, since the tension is changing all the time, you cannot properly determine the angular momentum or centripetal force in this case. Okay, let us take that data. The mass is 0.5 kg and this is the radius 0.5 meter. The angular speed is 40 times a minute. So 40 rpm, rotation revolutions per minute, right? 0.0.5. And let us see the answer. They have seen 31.4 SI unit. So we shall go to category number 3. Mass is 0.5, and radius is, I have forgotten the radius. What was it? Oh, 0.5 again. And omega. So there are four types of speed types. Four types of speed: linear speed, angular speed, which is omega radian per second, and frequency revolution per second, and rpm revolutions per minute. We shall select rpm, and the value is 40. So that's enough. Now we need to press this particular button below, find missing quantities, and you see the angular momentum is 0.5235, but they wrote 31.4, so they got it totally mistaken. And one thing is that you can also enter scientific values, because like, let me enter 9.11 and then type E and then type minus 31. So this is the mass of electron, okay, and E stands for into 10 to the power, that particular thing. But you will get the output in normal format, like into 10 to the power in proper format. So I would not like to lengthen this video. I could have shown you more. Let us cover. The theme is that you will input as much info as you know, and the app will try to calculate the rest for you. Okay. So I think I should try number 1 at least. If I get a quick problem for number 1, that will be so good. So the first, at what is speed? I have already tried number 3 now, and the radius of a rail line turn is 99 meter, and the distance between the two plates on the line is how much? 1.5 meter. So how high should the outer plate be than the inner plate, so that a train take a turn at 9.8 meter per second velocity without applying any pressure on the outer plate. So speed is 9.8 meter per second, and the width is 1.5 meter, radius is 99. Okay, and the answer they have provided, I guess this answer is correct, because I previously tried it, 0.148 meter. So let's go to this is type number 1. We do not need mass, because we only need the height of the banking. Now the speed is 9.8, the unit is meter per second, the radius is 99, and height is going to be determined. The width is, I have forgotten the width, 1.5 most possibly. Yes, it is 1.5. Now we press this particular button, calculate, and step by step method shown. So we were supposed to find the height, which is 0.1477, and they write 148. It is the same thing. So I guess now you will you have already learned how to use these 4 apps. You will find them on this particular page, my website zakirbuet.com/centrifugal-app.html. If you skip the .html part, that's also okay. Thank you guys for your time.